Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and, well, it's that time again, time for me to, of course, take a look at another movie that's released onto the big screen, and yeah, I guess I know I am well over a week off from, of course, finally getting this review on this movie going, but hey, I guess regardless on that, I got too busy with other stuff right about now, and things are really starting to catch up for sure, especially with what will be going on later this month, but hey, regardless, I guess in the meantime, I guess I might as well do this thoughts video the best I can, so yeah, I guess if anything, I guess I know a lot of you guys are wondering, am I gonna put out my thoughts video on both Cruella and A Quiet Place Part 2 that's gonna be coming up later on? Well, don't worry about a thing, I do have plans to actually see those two movies and give out my full-on thoughts on those said movies for sure, yeah. And don't worry about a thing, those will definitely be coming out right about now, so. But hey, I guess in the meantime, I think I've actually decided to, of course, take a look at one of the two movies that I actually decided to go see beforehand, and I know I actually did the same thing with, of course, Demon Slayer Mugen Train like I did last time, but I guess for the case of this thoughts video, I've decided to do the same thing like, of course, that said movie in the last thoughts video that I put up, so yeah, that's what I kind of figured I would do, So yeah, I think I wouldn't necessarily say this as a way to, of course, keep track on, of course, what I have to do, but I think it'll be a good way to help spend some time beforehand, so yeah. Alright. So yeah, I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, I know I did hint this in, of course, my video that I did when I talked about my experience at Crown City Cinemas, and trust me when I say I did already talk about Demon Slayer some time ago, I say right around last week, probably by the time I'm recording this, so yeah, don't worry about a thing, I'm already fully covered on, of course, that movie, so I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, we're gonna be talking about another movie that I did already say in that said video some time ago that I did have the privilege to actually go see right about now, so yeah, and thankfully, I did have the wonderful kind people of Crown City Cinemas to actually help me out on that, which is actually really sweet. So yeah, really love these guys and doing what they do. And how else would I actually manage to do an entire video dedicated to these guys in general? It's probably just my way of actually being quite nice to these guys as a way to, you know, actually do something in response to, of course, coming in to actually see a movie at that place. So yeah, I'm of course back at it once again to, of course, see the latest movie that did came out some time ago, I think right around well over a week ago actually, that I decided to talk about it right now. So yeah, and in case a lot of you guys wanted to know, for today's thoughts video right about now, I'm going to be talking about the action-packed thriller that came out well over a week ago, simply known as Those Who Wish Me Dead. And no, I am not saying that as a legitimate threat, of course, this video. That is the legitimate title of the movie. Hell, I actually did yeah, it actually does say so in the title of this video down below, so yeah. Man, damn, that's confusing right about now, but hey, regardless, that is, of course, the movie I decided to go see for, of course, today, and I'm, of course, here to give out my full-on thoughts on, of course, this video right about now, so yeah, that's what I kind of figured I would do, just to mainly get into the graphs of course, what will be going on, so yeah, that's what I kind of figured I would do. Alright. So yeah, probably just to get this out of the way, I think pretty much, I mean, all honestly, I think pretty much based on what I could gather, this movie is, of course, based off on the book of the same title, which it's actually pretty commonplace for, of course, movies adapted from books. You need to have a proper source material in order to make a movie, so yeah. And, of course, I do remember seeing the trailer for, of course, this movie, and it did actually pique my interest a bit. I think from the way I'm seeing it, I'm actually really expecting a really intense, action-packed thriller that would get me into the grasp of course, what I'm going to be in for. So yeah, right at the minute when I first saw the trailer, I got curious, so yeah, probably by the time the movie officially came out, I think I was already in the mindset of course, I getting myself fully prepared, once again, for both Cruella and A Quiet Place Part 2 that's coming out this Memorial Day weekend. But, I think, I guess if anything, much like with what I did with, of course, Demon Slayer Mugen Train, I've decided to come out of my month-long hiatus from seeing movies in theaters, since after seeing the recent Mortal Kombat movie, just to mainly see this movie for, of course, what it is. So yeah, now that I've actually finished it all the way through not too long ago, I guess the only question remains, what do I think of this movie overall? Well, I guess I will have to admit it's not that bad. So yeah, I mean, sure, and maybe maybe some parts of it were not really all what I was expecting for the most part, let alone say that it's anything that great, to be honest. But I did look at this, and for while it's not awful by all means, I think I actually did look at this movie for what it is, and I thought, yeah, it did do a fine job. So yeah. Or maybe it was, it did the job fine. So, yeah, that's what it is. That's what I legitimately thought of when I actually saw this movie all the way through. I legitimately thought, yeah, it did do the job just fine. So yeah, I guess if anything, I don't really think it's actually a great film by all means, let alone be one of the worst I've actually seen. But I will have to say, it's actually a pretty decent, action-packed thriller that is actually well worth saying that it not only did the job fine, but I guess I am glad I saw it nevertheless. So yeah, that's legitimately what I have to say about this movie. It's fine. Alright. So yeah, I guess with of course what I have to say in the short version, I might as well go ahead and get out the long version of course, this explanation right about now. So yeah, first of all, it's of course mainly the story for, of course, this movie. Now, I will have to say, for while this is based on, of course, the book of the same title, you will have to actually get some stuff to actually make it all the more intriguing for a movie-going audience. So yeah, and for while I will have to say some parts of it could have used a bit of tweaking, to be honest, but it did do a fine job with, of course, what it had to do story-wise, and actually did stick well to, of course, the original book that it's actually based on. So yeah, I guess for what it is, it actually, it did do the job fine, and I will give the movie credit for, of course, what it's actually trying to give us, because with everything that it's actually been given to us on screen, it did do the job fine, but then again, maybe some parts of it I think could have been done a whole lot better, or of course maybe something that could use a proper tweaking, to be honest, or of course maybe go through another test screen in order to get this right. So, but hey, I guess if anything, it's fine, to be honest. I couldn't really complain about that, to be honest. So. But yeah, I guess for what it is fine for, of course, what it's trying to do. So yeah, that's mainly on what I thought of the story for, of course, this movie. But I will have to say, the writing on this movie, again, it's pretty much what I would expect from, of course, this movie. It did do the job fine, but maybe some parts of it could have been tweaked up a whole lot for the most part, and that's where I actually find different for, of course, for the story for this movie, which did have me concerned for the most part, and yeah, I mean, in all honesty, maybe I do think some parts of it could have been done a whole lot better, or maybe give out some stuff that isn't so generic, or maybe something that isn't that uninteresting. So, but hey, I can't complain on that front. Once again, it did do the job just fine, and I couldn't necessarily see this as a bad thing, to be honest. So yeah, it's pretty much all what I can say on that notion right about now. So yeah, it's what I can say. Yeah, well, looks like that one's gone, so. But hey, good thing I got a second one just for safekeeping. Okay, so I guess moving on from, of course, all of that. Next up is, of course, the characters I have to say for, of course, this movie. And again, I think I will have to say, I don't really think they're awful characters by all means. In fact, some of them has, of course, been given some pretty interesting character development, I have to say. But most of them, I will have to admit, did kind of fell flat for me, to be honest. Like, maybe there could have been some parts of it that could have been established a whole lot more, or maybe some things that could have been explored more with these characters, but I don't really see all that here. And maybe I do think they could have used some proper adjusting to, of course, what they're doing. But I will have to say, if there's one thing I can say, combating of course, the characters, to be honest, I will have to say the casting on, of course, this movie, let alone the actors that actually signed on board for this movie, they actually did pull off some pretty good performances, I have to say. I'm not even kidding. I think with, of course, every bit of line delivery that's been given, though, despite the fact that maybe some parts of it are written out pretty well, to, of course, some emotional struggles that they're going through, and once again, some pretty unique character development that's been given. It actually does make all the actors who played all the characters in this movie actually pretty good, to be honest. But I will have to say the one that really stands out the most, and especially they actually highlighted the most, is, of course, none other than Angelina Jolie, to be honest. And I will admit, she is actually a really damn good actress by far. I've seen her in plenty of other work in the past, and she has done marvelously in a good number of movies. Even some ones that I think are bad, I will have to say she did try her best. And I guess for the case of this movie right about now, it actually does show that she can pull off a really good performance, hands down. So yeah, I think with, of course, every single time I actually see her on screen, I'm actually all for her all the way. So yeah, I think with, of course, every single bit of time that she's been given on screen, she actually does do her best to actually make her character work, and I will give her props for, of course, doing exactly that. So yeah, I guess in all honesty, despite, of course, what I have to say about the characters, all the actors that of course, came on to, of course, play all the characters in this movie, they did pull off some pretty good performances, I have to say. I really love the way it actually turned out, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So, yeah, now that I've actually got the characters and the actors out of the way, what else is there, for me to talk about? Oh yeah, I think pretty much the one important thing that can come out of a thriller movie like this is, of course, the tone and the atmosphere. And yeah, I think I will have to say, I don't necessarily think the tone and the atmosphere in this movie is terrible by all means. In fact, it actually does have a good sense of charm with, of course, what it's doing, but maybe some parts of it could have been done a whole lot better. In fact, they might have actually done it so much that that during some of the night shots or some of the nighttime scenes that they actually showed, they yeah, I think it's kind of hard to see, to be honest, and maybe it could have been done a whole lot brighter, to be honest. But yeah, I do expect that. I mean, I do get what, of course, what this movie is trying to do. It just wanted to give the tone and the atmosphere some really great realism, to be honest. It actually want to be giving a really dark take on, of course, what it's trying to do. But yeah, I mean, I do get that, to be honest. But maybe it might have been done too dark, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's what I can say on that front, and I guess one other thing I should mention right about now is, of course, is that for the cinematography for, of course, this movie, some shots of it I don't think are actually shot pretty well, to be honest, let alone pretty organizing, of course, what it's trying to do. So yeah, maybe that could have been done a whole lot better. Maybe it could have been double checked more often. But that's just me complaining on that front. And of course, the same thing can be said for, of course, the film's editing, I have to say. Maybe some parts of it might be a bit too choppy, to be honest, or maybe some things could have been done a whole lot better, but again, that's just me talking. But I will have to say, I really do admire the music, and of course, this movie, and I think with, of course, every single bit of music I actually heard all throughout the entire movie, let alone the film score, to be honest, it actually does present itself in, of course, what it's trying to do. Like, when some scenes want it to be action-packed, it actually gives you something action-packed, to be honest, and I say the music in this movie really did stand out a whole lot. In fact, which reminds me, I definitely gotta look up the movie soundtrack online to see if I can pick it up. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say for the music in this movie, and I will have to say visually, from the way I actually see this movie, let alone the visuals and the effects in this movie, they are done massively well right about now. I just really love the way each and every one of them turn out. Plus, I think the one thing that really delivered well on, of course, what it's trying to do is, of course, the massive amount of forest fires with, of course, what it's trying to do, or let alone some massive wildfires, for sure, to which, yeah, I guess if anything, if you actually do live somewhere where, of course, wildfires have been common nowadays, or, of course, actually popped up out of nowhere, or, of course, well, actually read up on the news regarding wildfires, you would actually know that they are really intense and massively scary to actually look at. I mean, I do get the idea. Fire is, of course, being, well, fire, to be honest, but when you really actually see these massive amount of wildfires pop up for sure and just keep on burning and burning and burning with no sign of slowing down whatsoever, it can be really quite scary. And I mean, I should know, I've seen plenty of that on the news, and wow, it really got me scared, to be honest. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I think I will have to say the wildfires they actually are representing in this movie, I did think they actually did do a fine job with, of course, what it's actually trying to do. Like I said, it can be a really scary and massively intense environment to actually take on, let alone actually something that could actually get you killed. And I think this movie actually did do a fine job, and of course, representing exactly that. I say they actually almost perfected hands down. So, and of course, speaking of what I have to say about the wildfires in this movie being absolutely intense, that's the one thing I have to say. I think probably the most important thing that I have to say about this movie, to be honest, is that regardless of course, what I have to say on that, I will have to strongly admit, it does have a really good sense of action. I also really love on how intense it is, and of course, it actually does give me a really good number of suspense, to be honest. Yeah, almost leaving me completely on the edge of my seat, almost like I'm saying to myself, oh my god, I don't know what's gonna happen next, and even if it is, I'm not fully ready for it. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that from right about now. It does have a good sense of action, intensity, and of course a really great number of suspense for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on everything that I need to say about this movie, and it really does show exactly that. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything that I need to say about Those Who Wish Me Dead, and yeah, I think I will have to say I do have a bit of mixed feelings on, of course, this movie, but I think with everything that I need to say about this movie, I did like a yeah, I think I would say some of the good number of aspects of course, the movie I actually said, I actually do like those aspects more than I didn't, to be honest. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, this movie. Those Who Wish Me Dead, I will have to say it's not really that great, to be honest, nor is it even terrible right about now, but I will have to strongly admit, I think it is a pretty decent action-packed thriller that actually does keep me all the more interested, to be honest, though I am very ashamed to admit that I don't think it really has a really good number of fun to actually make it all the more engaging, like, of course, the recent Mortal Kombat movie, for example, but I guess for what it is, I think it actually does do the fine job with, of course, what it has to do, to be honest, and I can't blame the people who actually made this movie for, of course, what it's trying to do. So yeah, if they wanted to go that route, that's fine by them. I can't complain on that. So yeah, but I guess if it's something up your alley, then yeah, I say this is actually well worth checking out. So yeah, if you are quite curious to actually see this movie for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. It is currently playing on the big screen right about now. So if you want to head on over to your local movie theater to actually see this movie, I highly suggest you do so. I'm sure you'll actually like the movie a whole lot more than what I have to say on this one. Or if you just want to see at the comfort of your own home, then not to worry about a thing. HBO Max has got you covered. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, this movie. It is, of course, a very decent action-packed thriller that would be worth your time checking out if you got the time. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. So yeah, for my final score right by now, I'm, of course, going to give Those Who Wish Me Dead a pretty decent 6 out of 10 for me. Like I said, I don't really think it's that great, to be honest, nor is it even that terrible, but I do think it's actually a pretty decent one that's well worth checking out. So yeah, if it's something up your alley, then get your equipment ready to actually fight some forest fires to actually see this movie for yourself. No pun intended. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that front. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I need to say about this thoughts video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have seen Those Who Wish Me Dead for yourself, then feel free to let me in the comment section below if, well, you have seen it and what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that will be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided with, of course, the links down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks of some videos that I got coming up, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, feel free to give this video a massive thumbs up if you really enjoy a whole lot. And of course, speaking of my channel, to which yeah, I think I didn't mention that because yeah, liking this video would help support this channel, to be honest. But yeah, I guess regardless on that, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video right about now, and whew, glad I finally got that out of the way. And yeah, I guess if anything, for the next thoughts video that I'm going to be putting up sometime later on, it will most certainly, definitely be on Cruella and A Quiet Place Part 2. I know I've been hyping up those two for quite some time now, let alone this month, to be honest, but I really cannot wait to actually talk about these movies in great detail. So yeah, once the time comes for when I'll actually do see them, I will let you guys know. So yeah, I'll go ahead and leave you on that note, and of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.